Hey everyone, welcome back to another deck profile. Today we are looking at my favorite expanded list for the Pokemon trading card game. If you can't tell already, this is a variation on RowlEggs Rillaboom. Eggrow, Rillaboom, Rowlet, and Alolan Exeggutor plus Rillaboom, whatever you want to call it. These are the two main attackers of the deck. So I'm just going to go through the entire list. My list is a little bit different than the way people normally play it. I do have two versions of this list. One that is like definitely, it's like old expanded, and another list that was made post 2020 rotation, I believe. So it was running more tag teams, things like that. The only thing that really rotated out was Life Forest, and a couple others. But we're going to go through the list right now, and then we're going to play some games with it. So, first things first, we are running a 3-3-3 line of Grookey, Thwackey, and Rillaboom. Obviously, Rillaboom is extremely important to this list. We'll be using its Voltage Beat ability in order to accelerate 2 extra energy a turn wherever we want. I mean, both go to one Pokemon, but in terms of which Pokemon, it's whatever Pokemon we want. So this is a very key important of the deck. This is the Rillaboom in RowlEggs Rillaboom. Besides that, we have a 2-2 line of Rillaboom V and VMAX as an extra attacker. Max Beating is really good at OHKOing a lot of GX Pokemon, certain tag teams, things like that. Max Beating can do up to 280 damage if we remove all 3 extra grass type energy that we are allowed to remove when performing this attack. You can discard up to 3 grass energy. If you do, this attack does 50 more damage for each energy card you discard this way. So 50 times 3 is 150 plus the base of 130. We're doing 280 max damage, not factoring in weakness. So this is an insane attacker. He's doing so much damage. He takes prize cards. He's super bulky. He's very important. So we're running a 2-2 of him because he's just not the main attacker, and he's still not super difficult to get. And then the one that makes this all happen is Rowlet and Alolan Exeggutor-GX, the tag team. We will be utilizing, above all else, its Super Growth ability that allows us to search our deck that evolves from one of our grass Pokemon and put it onto that Pokemon to evolve it. If it becomes a stage 1 because of this, we can search our deck for the stage 2 and evolve it again. A lot of people who play grass type, either in expanded or back before rotation, is super familiar with this card. So this allows us to, even if we are on the first turn of the game, as long as we're going second, on turn 1, we can super growth for free, Grookey all the way to Rillaboom, so we have a Rillaboom turn 2. We can accelerate 3 energy that turn, and we can start going into Calming Hurricanes, which allow us to do 150 damage and heal 30 damage from our Pokemon, from this guy specifically. So he's just super, super important. The only other Pokemon we are running besides that are we are running 2 copies of Indeedee V. We are mainly running Indeedee V for its Watch Over ability, so we can heal 20 damage from our active every turn. When we stack both of these up, we're healing 40 damage. And then including the 30 damage that this will heal, we're healing 70 damage. Super good. And then we have some other stuff, like we're running a Life Forest that allows us to heal 60 more damage, so we can heal potentially 130 damage from this Pokemon a turn. Besides that, we can heal 100 damage combined between the 3 of these to any other active Pokemon we might have. So that is why we are running 2 copies of Indeedee V. Psychic also comes in handy every now and then. You'll see we have some ways to make that happen. Our last support Pokemon is 1 copy of Phione to Whirlpool Suction, force the opponent to switch. We do not get to choose which Pokemon they switch into, but it is a forced switch nonetheless. When it is done switching, Phione goes to the bottom of the deck, so we're able to search for it again and make them switch out as many times as we need. So those are all the Pokemon we are running. Moving on to the item cards we are running. We are running 2 copies of Energy Recycle System. It is a great way to put energy back into our deck after we get rid of it, either by Retreat or with Rillaboom VMAX's Max Beating. Energy will be getting discarded a lot in this deck, so having ways to recycle it, like Energy Recycle System, are going to be really good. So 2 copies of that. 2 copies of Energy Spinner. Really helps us make sure that we have the energy that we need at the time, especially if we're going second, which we always opt to do. We get 3 basics, which really lets us make sure that we have enough energy to soup up for stuff. Then we're running 2 copies of Great Ball just to be able to search for some Pokemon, hopefully evolution Pokemon, things like that. This is just a list that I run. I know there's a lot of other options that I could be using. This is just a list that I worked really hard on. Back when this was still legal in Standard, I took a lot of games for this in Standard. So this is just a list that I'm doing. There are obviously plenty of adjustments we can make for the new Standard meta. Obviously, we can't play this in Standard anyway, but there are a lot of new cards out that we can run in place of this, in place of a couple of these, but this is the list that I very much enjoy. This is my favorite list to play in Expanded. After that, we're running 2 copies of Pokégear 3.0. Just helps us to look at the top 7 cards, find a supporter. There's a lot of supporters that are going to get us out of a lot of jams, so that is why we were running 2 of these. 4 quick balls, obviously just a staple, very important, lets us find basics. Then we're running 4 copies of Switch. Again, switching is really big here. We have a lot of Pokemon whose retreat costs are very high, so we don't want to have to waste a lot of energy switching them out all the time. So we're running 4 copies of Switch to help that process be a lot easier. Moving on to stadiums, we're obviously running 1 Life Forest. Life Forest is just super good, lets us heal 60 damage and remove all special conditions from one of our grass-type Pokemon. A must-have in this kind of list. We're running 1 copy of Turffield Stadium. Turffield will allow us to search for an evolution grass Pokemon and put it into our hand. So if we're missing any evolutions of some kind, normally we'll be missing the Rillaboom VMAX, we can search for it with Turffield. After that, we're running a Viridian Forest, another great way to make sure that we have energy in our hand in the event that we need it to soup something up and the voltage beat will not be enough. Moving on to supporters now, we are running 1 copy of Bill's Analysis. I think that Bill's Analysis is a really great way to find like a couple of trainer cards without having to take up too many resources. It's just 1 supporter, it does the thing. Look at the top 7 cards, reveal up to 2 trainer cards you find there and put them into your hand. And then we shuffle the rest back into the deck. Just really good to find some stuff when we are really looking for it. After that, we're running 2 copies of Boss's Orders. Really good to just boss something up to the front and try to get a knockout, take more prize cards. 3 copies of Cynthia. I really love Cynthia. I prefer this, like, in Expanded, I prefer this over Professor's Research 10 times out of 10. This card is just a whole lot better. Allows us to not have to worry about wasting resources by discarding them. Instead, we just shuffle our hand into our deck and draw 6 cards. There are some times where there are going to be cards that are in our hand that we don't want to draw back into. But ultimately, this is a great way to conserve resources. Running 1 copy of Janine, look at the top 4 cards of your deck, put 2 of them into your hand. This is a great way, again, to just search for whatever we need. It might not always be within the top 4 cards of the deck, but when it is, we can get it. Doesn't matter if it's a Pokemon, a trainer, an energy, doesn't matter. Janine just gives us the opportunity to find more stuff. And then Sonia, we're running 2 copies of Sonia. Sonia's been super helpful. She really helps us set up on turn 1 if we can't get there. The optimal turn 1 would be to have a RowlEggs, a Grookey, and an energy. Sonia helps us find either or, so she's going to be very helpful to us setting up on turn 1. Moving on to energy, we have 2 weakness guard energies. I was mostly running these because fire was very popular in the meta. Back before rotation, you saw a lot of Blounds, Reshazard, things like that. I still think it's pretty good here because, you know, when we're facing a fire-type deck, fire-type decks accelerate very quickly because, again, we're in Expanded. Welder is a thing that exists in Expanded. They do a lot of damage very quick, so weakness guard is going to help us hang on a little bit. And then in terms of basic energy, we're running 10 grass-type energy just so we have a lot of stuff to accelerate into. And we're running 2 psychic energy in the event that we want Indeedee V to attack, or we want some disposable energy without having to waste any grass energy, like for a retreat of some kind. That is why we are running 2 psychic type energy. But yeah, this is the list. This is my favorite expanded list. I've been playing this deck for years. I've struggled a lot with this deck. I've made some adjustments. I've played tournaments with this deck. I've had a great time. So we're going to get into some games now, show you guys what the deck is like. And yeah, hopefully we take some dubs. All right, here we are in our first expanded game of the evening. We'll call heads here. Losing the coin flip, not great. We're playing, again, RowlEggs and Rillaboom. Seeing how we can do here. Not an awesome hand. I think the move here is we'll go into Rillaboom first. And then we can Sonia. I don't remember who's going first. They're going first. Awesome. Some sort of water box deck. Yeah, we're seeing Blastoise and Pipple up here. Arctovish can be a real problem. Weak to electric. This is weak to grass though, so that's going to be awesome. Alright, let's see how we do. So the move here is we are going to Sonia. Get RowlEggs and Grookey. Drop them both. We'll drop Phione so we can force the switch later. Energy Spinner. Since we're going second, we get 3 energy. We have 6 here, 7, 8, so we have 2 prized. I think we're probably gonna go like this. Attach a grass energy here. We'll swap into him. We have the VMAX in hand already. That's awesome. We do have one of these in hand. Hopefully we have more in the deck. And we do. Perfect. And we're all ready to go. Exactly how we want to be set up on turn 1. It's me! Scissors. I guess we lost. Always go paper. I don't know why we went with scissors. Alright. So the move here is going to be attach here, voltage beat here, evolve here. Do some damage. He's probably going to Ancient Freeze next turn. We'll swap. Life Forest is fantastic here. We're going to hold on to that for a second. So we're going to attach here. Voltage Beat here. And evolve here. I think we're actually going to end up Life Foresting here. I think that makes a little bit more sense. We are going to Sonia here, grab both Indeedees. So the healing wall is all set up and ready to go. We are exactly where we want to be. Now we just need to find some method of switch. That's it. Alright, that's not a problem. Oh, that's a huge issue. Should have seen that coming. Should have seen that coming. I don't understand why he swapped, but I'm not going to be mad about it. We can one-shot this thing. He's playing Eevee and Snorlax. Interesting. Also weak to lightning. Oh, say. Okay, so he went for the thing. So we can't retreat here. We can heal a bit. We can attach here. We are not going to force them to switch. We are going to allow them to make that attack. He can heal as much as he wants. That's perfectly fine. Excellent. He's going to fail to find, apparently. The boss here is awesome. We're going to hold on to that. I think we're going to... Yep, there we go. He knows what's happening. So that is one game in our favor. Call tails this time. Winning the flip. Going second. Pretty decent hand, actually. Not the best we could have done, but we'll be drawing off of their mulligan, which is fine. Interesting. Looks like Exeggutor-GX is probably the theme here. Hoping so. So this is some sort of dark box deck. Or it could just be Exeggutor. We draw into Indeedee here, that's fine. We'll drop Indeedee, we will Turffield to thin. We're going to grab the VMAX. Rest of the list is looking okay. Perfect. Perfect. The exact card we needed. And we have only one of each in deck, not including the one we have in hand. So hopefully Rillaboom will live for a bit. And we take that one too. Feels pretty good. Alright, into game 3. Losing the coin flip, but still going second, which is great. Somewhat usable hand, depending on what we draw. I think I'm going to drop... Actually, I probably shouldn't. We're going to hold on to the Indeedees for now. Alright, this is an interesting looking list. Okay. The good thing about expanded is you see a lot of homebrews that don't always do well. Alright, we'll drop the Rillaboom. V-Forest doesn't seem... Actually, we're going to have to drop V-Forest anyway. So we'll drop both Indeedees. We'll... I hate to have to do this. We get 2 trainer cards. Let's Bills first. We're gonna find a Switch and a Great Ball. We're gonna Great Ball here. No targets. Okay, that's a bit of an issue. So we are gonna end up V-Foresting here, getting rid of the boss. Finding an energy. Alright. Okay. It'll have to do. We'll super growth. We only had one in the deck. Okay, so that's not great. We can't even thin there. Hopefully we can draw into like a Cynthia or something. That would be super helpful. Alright, we did not draw into anything helpful there. So we're gonna attach again. Not V Forest here. Evolve. And let that be it. So this is becoming somewhat of an issue. I think the move here, we're probably just going to have to GX. He's not resistant or anything. I hate to have to GX here. So let's see. We would heal 30, go to 60, does 130, take us to 90. I like trapping him more with the GX, which we can't do. So we're gonna Hurricane and hope. Hope that he can't one-shot us. Hope he misses the VMAX. We'll be in a pretty good spot if he whiffs here. Alright, that's fine. And they scoop again. Alrighty. Alright. This is going quite well. Game number 4. Winning the flip, going second. Not a great opener. We can Cynthia here. Not a bad option. Alright. This actually looks quite good. Lele for Wonder Check, which I'm not getting. Seeing Wondrous Labyrinth. Alrighty. Quick ball away Pokégear to get RowlEggs. Quick ball away Grass Energy to get Grookey. I can either hope for a switch here or attach and retreat. I think we're gonna attach and retreat just to be safe. We'll Cynthia here. Yeah, we made the right call. We're gonna retreat here. Oh, it costs one more. We didn't even think about that. Alright. That's perfectly fine. I still like the spot we're in. Alright, what are they discarding? A lot of Fairy Charms. Battle Compressors. Okay. Oh, wait. Is this that one Pokemon that benefits from every tool card you have in the deck? In discard? That makes sense. Yeah. Okay. We'll attach. We'll let them keep that active. Bill's analysis here. Thought I'd find a stadium. Not so lucky. We'll get Sonia here in Great Ball. Great Ball. We're gonna find a Rillaboom V. Yeah, I think that's the right call. And we're gonna Super Growth here. And luckily we had all 3 in the deck, so we can still get the Rillaboom. Yeah, we find Rubbish Blizzard. They're doing a lot. They're gonna knock out here, probably. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 120? I guess not. Yeah, they need a lot. I didn't realize it was only 10 damage for each one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 to do 130. Okay. So obviously here we're gonna attach voltage beat. We're gonna Sonia here. Get both Indeedee. Drop them both down. And I think the move here is probably force the switch. And then we're going to quick ball away this. Get Phione back. And make sure we're not missing anything. All damage? All damage? Wait, how do we win? I guess we have to use Indeedee. It prevents all damage. Oh, we could also use Rillaboom. So I guess we're going to swap it back. We didn't really read that. Let's go ahead and just GX here. So why not? Just get the knockout, draw some prizes. Gotta find a stadium soon. $150. Alright. Bit of an issue we've run into here. And that's a free attack too. Wow. They probably wanted us to knock out the Lele. We're gonna save the ERS for next turn. We can quick ball. We'll find the Phione again. And then I think as long as they don't play any other Pokemon, we win next turn. Which is fantastic. We are going to Hurricane only for the heal. And I think we pretty much have this. They're going to Dead change here, find more Pokemon. Bit of a problem. So what we're going to do is we're going to heal here. We're going to attach, Janine. Finding another one, perfect. Switching here, perfect. Viridian Forest, swap here, and Woodhammer. And we've pretty much regained all control of the battle now. Okay. Seems pretty good. And then I think the move here is boss up the Dedenne. Woodhammer. And then no matter what, next turn we can force a switch with Phione and take a knockout. They take 3 prize cards, but that's fine. That's game. Yep. There we go. That'll about do it. This is my RowlEggs Rillaboom list. My favorite deck in Expanded. As you can see, it does fairly well. We played a few tournaments with this list. We've done pretty well in those as well. I hope you guys will give this list a try. Deck list will be posted below in the description. I hope you guys enjoyed this video of this really cool deck list profile, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Peace.